In 3963 BBY, a memorial was held in the Dre estate on Coruscant for the Jedi Master Rana Tay, who had been recently killed. However, Rana had a dark secret and was part of a hidden sect of Jedi consulars known as the Jedi Covenant. The remaining members of the Covenant, more specifically the First Watch Circle, gathered in secret to remember their fallen sister, as to not rouse suspicion within the Jedi Order. One of the Jedi consulars present, Cornelia, was a Miralucan seer with an extremely adept skill to perceive visions from the Force, and as the service took place, the words of those speaking were drowned out, and everything faded to black for her. But as fast as it had faded, great fires roared light back into her foresight, and she was no longer at the memorial. Instead, she looked around at a grand burning city, and saw her Jedi brethren battling back swarms of vicious rat-ghouls, but not ordinary rat-ghouls. These ones had a semblance of order. They were using weapons, and ships, and technology. A rat-ghoul jumped from the shadows and bound her hands together as her Jedi allies were overwhelmed and captured. Restrained and unable to resist, they were moved by the rat-ghouls, who advanced in ranks like an army, and she, along with Jedi Masters Feln and Zamar, were brought before two Sith Lords standing high above them, and to her shock, she recognised one of them by his amulet. It was Karnus Maw, one of the Dark Jedi exiles who fought alongside Ajunta Paul in the 100-Year Darkness. This vision to Cornelia was so clear, but what did it mean? She couldn't discern whether this was reality or a vision of the far future. But then, a voice came from beside her. It was Zane Carrick, who warned her that this was all happening right now. But before she could react, two more men wearing odd-looking clothing appeared, telling her the exact same thing. But it wasn't over, and before she could see it, she could hear it. A deep, mechanical breathing. And then it appeared. The figure of a man. No, a machine. Perhaps both, tall and clad in the purest of cloaked black armour. His hands like monstrous claws, and wearing a terrifying helmet. His voice was deep and intimidating, masked by machinery, and he reiterated the same thing. It was happening now. The monstrous figure stood tall in front of the three other men as everything burned around them. And one of the men seemed to mock her for her inability to not clearly understand their meaning. But suddenly, the menacing dark figure transformed into a snarling red rat-ghoul, who jumped towards her and grabbed her throat. As she screamed out in fear, the vision disappeared in an instant, revealing Coruscant, the memorial, and another Jedi, Lucien Dre, who was holding her by the shoulders, shaking her with some force to try and wake her. Cornelia for a moment was dazed, but she knew that the talisman of Karnus Maw was involved, and that meant the Sith, and all of this seemed to lead back to their target, Zane Carrick. As for the other men though, and that figure in black, who they were, would remain a mystery to Cornelia forever, and they would remain a mystery to the galaxy for 4,000 more years. So there we have it, that's how Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker and Cade Skywalker all appeared in the Old Republic era, and if you're interested, check out the comic Knights of the Old Republic Vector to read the whole story. If you enjoyed the video, which I hope you did, hit the like button, and if you'd like to see more videos like this one, perhaps consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell. Also, come and follow me on Twitter and Instagram and join my Discord server. I'd love to have you there. But until the next video, may the Force be with you. Always.